Our first one is drinking some fresh lemon juice or some apple cider vinegar in a glass of water in the morning before our main meal or our breakfast. So the reason we do this is not for weight loss, definitely not for weight loss. It's to improve our digestion. So what happens is those drinks, so the lemon juice or the apple cider vinegar, are quite bitter. And when we have bitter things, our digestive enzymes start going like crazy. So, which is great, that's what we want for when we have our main meal. So, all of those digestive enzymes are there ready to go to help break down our food better. So, having something like that is a really nice way to look after your digestion. Another suggestion might be to add a fresh serve of vegetables or fruit into your breakfast. So, do you have a standard breakfast that you have most days of the week? Well, how can we maybe add a little bit more fiber into that through some fruit and veggies and some nice nutritious foods? Another one is getting up maybe 10 to 15 minutes earlier to make sure you have a nice and nutritious breakfast. So, making sure you've got the time. If you like to cook in the morning, if you like to cook breakfast, get up a little bit earlier and maybe make yourself those scrambled eggs with some spinach and tomato and whatever other lovely, yummy things that you want to put in there. To start your day great, to give you the energy to get through the day. Swapping out things like sugary cereals for maybe some multigrain toast or whole grain toast. A nice alternative here is some oat porridge or overnight oats, which you can make the night before as well. Avocado, which seem to be a lot cheaper lately, which is really nice, and maybe some veggies in there as well. Okay, so a few other ones are around coffee and caffeine intakes. So, having a look at how many coffees you're having or how much caffeine you're having throughout the day, and can you make some swaps? So, I'm not saying that coffee is unhealthy, definitely not saying that at all, but there is a certain amount that we start to go, that's probably a little bit too much. Can we reduce that or can we find some alternatives? So, instead of maybe, having your coffee as soon as you get up, let's maybe get outside for a little bit and get that fresh air and that sunlight to help wake us up. You still feel like having a coffee, maybe have it once you get to work or once you've dropped off the kids at school. So that's also helping our circadian rhythm there as well. Stopping drinking coffee with your meals is a really good one as well, just so we can focus on breaking down our food. Um, and yeah, there's a thing with coffee and tea that we have like those tannins, and that can sometimes reduce the absorption of our food as well. So of that nutritional profile of whatever we're eating. So just separating those are a really nice idea. Got another tip here, something like making your lunch, not buying it at work. And I know we're in lockdown at the moment, so we're all making our lunch at home, which is great. Okay, some other things. I think this one might be on a lot of people's minds anyway, is making a weekly meal plan and going shopping and sticking to that plan of food that you need for those meals. Now, even sometimes I would say maybe this is a little bit more up there. It does take a little bit of time, but you need to sit down and kind of go over, well, what meals do we really like? What are nice and nutritious meals that we really like? And just go shopping for that. Maybe make some extra so you've got some for lunch tomorrow or some to put in the freezer for when you're just feeling a bit tired. Okay, so I will let food make me be happy and fuel my body. I'm also going to be really thankful for this. So I think this is a really important one, and this is something that we should maybe say to ourselves as well. When we look at food and go, well, is this going to fuel my body? And is this going to give me energy? And look, I'm not saying don't have that chocolate or whatever that is. Absolutely enjoy those foods. But when you're looking at your main meals, look at the source of protein, carbohydrates, and fats and see if that is in your meal. Is it? Awesome. That's going to be a really great fuel source for you. We're also going to really appreciate the food that's in front of us as well. Okay, what else have we got? So, oh, trying new foods. Okay, this is a really great one that I really love. So, what you can do with this, and if you choose to, you can also just think about it in your mind. If you want to write it down for a week, just write down all the foods that you have, or write down all the types of vegetables you have throughout the week and see how many veggies you get into it, different kinds of veggies. So, not talking about the quantity, I'm talking about the kind, the color, everything that you eat in terms of vegetables, write it all down and fruit and see if there's a variety. So, if there's like 4 or 5, that's not a huge variety of fruits and veggies. So, let's see what else we can add in there. So, it's a really good activity just to see what we're getting in. And of course, by expanding our palate and expanding those fruit and veggies that we're having, we're getting more phytonutrients in, different types of phytonutrients as well, because we know we need to eat a rainbow of foods. So, really important to eat different colors because we get different types of nutrients from different colored fruits and veggies. Okie doke. The last one I want to mention is I will talk positively about food and I'm going to banish all negativity about weight. So we are moving away from a weight loss and a calorie counting mindset into a wellness mindset where we look at food positively, we enjoy food, we look at food to enjoy but fuel us as well. And we're not thinking about calories and weight loss. We're thinking about, is this food going to be good for me? Because I can tell you something right now, when you're eating good food that's supporting your body, your nutritional profile, supporting your digestion, we're looking after our digestion, that stuff kind of just comes because we need our body to work in like this like harmonic state. And if it's not, you losing weight, it's really difficult to do. So we just take a step back, move into this wellness mindset, and just even that positivity is a really nice thing. So there's some suggestions. I'm going to pop this into like a PDF or something like that and pop it with this video. You may think of some other things that maybe you've already been thinking about for a while. Maybe you've already been thinking that, oh, I should really do that. Write them down. Just trust me, write them down, put them onto a piece of paper. Even if you come up with 20 things or you've written out 20 things already, have a look at it and go, what can I do this week? And pick 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. And then get to the end of the week, okay, I've done quite well with this, or actually, I probably could do a little bit better. Let's do another week of these 3 things, or let's take it back down to 2 things and just try and do those 2 things for the week. Do not be too hard on yourself. Any change is a good change. And it's the same with Pilates, right? Anything that you do is going to be good. So, regardless of whether you come to a class and you do 2 moves, who cares? You are doing a good thing for your body and your body's going to love you for it. So I hope this was kind of interesting for you. And I hope that you've written some stuff down. And like I said, it doesn't need to be the list that I just said. You may have already had some things. And if you want to shoot me a message and say, hey, Tegan, these are the things I'm thinking about. What do you think? I'm all for that. Please do. Like, I would love to know what your challenges are. What, and I shouldn't say challenges because they're not challenges. They're things that we're just doing to look after ourselves. So I will talk to you soon. If you have any questions, just comment them below or send me a message and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.